Hello basketball coaches and basketball players. Today I'm going to give you some fantastic 3-out, 2-in set plays that you can use at the high school level that will help you score more points. I'm going to use different plays for man-to-man defense versus a 3-2 zone as well as a 2-3 zone. So let's get down to the clipboard and let's check out these basketball plays. Okay, so in this first play, we're going up against a man-to-man defense, and what we're going to be having first is having player 3 setting a screen down for player 5, and player 5 is going to be then running up. He could be open for a mid-range shot. If not, he's going to then set a screen and roll for player 1. Player 1 is going to use that screen and roll, and meanwhile, we're going to have player 4 setting a screen up top for player 2, and he's going to be cutting down towards this low corner. The idea behind this is if player 1 was to drive towards the rim, he could kick the ball out if there's any kind of help defense. He could also kick the ball out to player 3 if player 3 red came down for help defense. Or if player 5 hedged and player 5 blue, he decided to roll towards the basket like he should, he could have a wide open lead to the basket, or if there is any kind of help defense that comes down, he could have multiple players who are open for 3-point shots. Okay, so now we're up against a 2-3 zone. What we're looking to do here is something very simple. What we're going to have is player 3. He's going to go and set a screen across on player 1 on player 2. Player 1 is going to use that screen, and he's going to now drive towards the basket. Now that's going to be possibly drawing up player 5 and drawing in player 4. Player 3, if he's smart, he should be heading down to cover player 5. However, player 1 could take the shot from the elbow if nobody came out to cover him. Player 4 could be open for a layup, or player 2 could be sneaking down, and he could be open for a 3-point shot as well. Now against the 3-2 zone, and if you know that you're playing against a 3-2 zone, we're going to have player 4 getting screened by player 3. Player 1 is going to be drilling out to this side, and that's going to be drawing a double team over in this corner. Now, a couple of things are going to happen. We're going to have player 2. He is going to be sneaking down towards this low corner, and we're going to be having player 5 popping out using player 3 as that screen. Meanwhile, player 4 is going to be showing to the high post. A couple of different options can happen here. We can have player 5 for a 3-point shot, especially if he's able to hit it. Next option is player 4. He's going to be at the elbow or the free throw line, and that could draw up the defense, in which case, if he's open, he can take the shot. But if he does draw the defense, we could have player 2 cutting back door. He could be open along the wing. We could even have player 3 open in the low post if his man leaves him. So there's a couple of different options here. Now this next play is one of my favorite plays. We're going to have player 5 setting a screen up for player 2. Of course, this is against a man-to-man defense, and player 5 is going to be setting a back screen for player 2. At the same time, we're going to have player 3 setting a screen for player 1. One is going to use that screen, and player 2 is going to be using that screen. He could be open for the layup if you lob him the ball. If not, he's going to continue out using player 4 as a screen as well. If his man was to snake through, he hopefully will get caught up on player 4, so that now player 2 is open for the mid-range or 3-point shot, and we should have 3 rebounders here in case he was to miss. Now this next play has a little bit more movement to it, and what we're going to have is player 1 and player 2 coming together for a dribble handoff. Once player 2 gets that ball, at the same time we're going to be having player 3 setting a pin down screen for player 4, and we're going to be having player 4 using that screen, popping out towards the free throw line extended, either in the mid-range or 3-point line area, and meanwhile player 2 could take the shot, or he could pass over to player 4 for his shot as well. So there's a couple of different options in this play that I hope can help you score more points. Now in our final play of the game, or of the day I should say, we're going to have players 3 and 2 screen down for players 4 and 5. Those 2 players are going to be popping up. Now whichever side this ball gets passed to, let's say it gets passed to player 4, we're going to now have player 2 and player 3 setting up a screen for player 5, who is going to be cutting along the baseline, and he's going to be popping out towards the mid-range or 3-point line area. Or what could happen instead of him, if let's say he's not a very great shooter, we could have player 3 setting up a screen for player 2, and we can have player 2 getting open for that shot. Now, if player 2 is the one who goes for that shot, we need player 1 and player 5 to crash the boards in case player 2 was to miss. Now, I hope that these plays help your team win more games. If they do, let us know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow for another daily basketball video, and later on today we have another video as well.